What's up, core reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Disgraced teen mom next chapter star Amber Portwood has just been dealt a new blow by her ex-fiance Gary Wayt, who famously ended their engagement by ghosting Amber in the most epic way possible. And by epic, I mean becoming a full-blown missing person, which is something that I have never, ever, ever seen before in the ghosting world. This is like a true championship level ghosting. Like, police were looking for this man across state lines. He vanished where? North Carolina. He wound up in New Mexico or another state. Like, he just was all over the place before he finally called in to the cops and declared, you know what, I'm not missing. He didn't say that he was ghosting Amber, but when you put two and two together and the fact that he's now on Tinder instead of back home with his alleged fiance, Kung Fu Portwood, all signs point to this man had enough of that woman, and the best way that he could leave her, the safest way, was to full-blown ghost her. Anyway, let's take a look at his Instagram profile, shall we? Shout out to, and I want to make sure I get this correctly because voila, here we go. Shout out to teen mom fans on Instagram for finding Gary's Tinder profile. Like, it's so crazy how people cannot really be alone. Like, the man just got out of, and it seems to have been, in my opinion, an ABUSIVE relationship for him to vanish on Amber the way that he did, especially given Amber's reputation, if you know what I mean. So why not take the time to process that, grieve that, heal from that? Like, you were engaged to not engage in the span of days, dude, right? Your family was worried sick, looking for you. The whole world was looking for you, the whole of America and stuff. And so you finally, pop back up, and instead of just being single, taking your time, you're on Tinder. Ugh, this is why you can't, with the apps and stuff. There's so many people that just need to be alone on there looking for validation, a warm body, whatever it might be. And I just don't like it. Anyway, so let's take a look at Gary's profile, shall we? Here it is. Gary, 39 years old, just moved blank recently, looking to have some casual fun while I get settled into the city. Would you like to join me? So it looks like, when he left Amber for New Mexico, he meant to live there. Let's take a look at what the caption says. Teen mom fans, right? Y'all would think I was lying if I didn't have receipts. Amber Portwood's ex-fiance Gary Wayt is officially settled into an undisclosed city and is mingling on Tinder. As I'm sure all of you remember, less than a month ago, Gary went missing for several days after an explosive argument with Amber. Gary fled from North Carolina to New Mexico over the span of 5 days during a nationwide search for him, all while the internet was nothing short of a firestorm of theories and suspense. Well, it looks like Gary arrived where he was headed. So I'm assuming that that is New Mexico. The person who was liked by Gary might live in New Mexico. He's talking about, I'm looking for a warm body while I get settled into the city. Would you like to join me? Ugh, the ick that this gives me. So anyway, he's 6'2", claims to be in grad school. What were you doing with Amber? You're a fit, good-looking guy, who's apparently educated on some level. How do you end up with Amber Portwood? Her reputation far, far, far precedes her. So, I feel like that's a red flag. And the fact that this guy can ghost on that level is just insane. He could have, oh wait, he left the phone behind. I was going to say, you could have just left and then texted Amber, we're done, Amber Portwood. Leave me alone. You will not meet me at the altar in your white dress. Poor thing. Anyway, that's just a little bit of an update on what Gary is up to since ghosting Amber. Whew, Lord have mercy. Can't say I'm surprised. I really, really cannot. But I'm really curious to know how this relationship and the fallout of it is going to play out on Teen Mom Next Chapter. New episode drops this week. I think it drops tomorrow night or tonight. I don't know. I'm a little bit disoriented here. But we did start seeing Gary on the show with Amber last week. He was actually at a therapy appointment with her, which was crazy because in that same episode, Amber's daughter, 15-year-old daughter, Leah, was talking about how Amber hadn't been texting her since her birthday, had kind of essentially ghosted her, only to go to therapy with a man she barely knows just to get ghosted by him later on after he'd made her a nice breakfast in bed and everything. As the world turns, y'all, let me give you one last good look at Gary's Tinder profile before I sign out here in case any of you guys want to match with him and get that tea. Come on, y'all. Take one for the team, please. And he's not a bad looking guy, y'all. So if you want to get, if you want to get something casual, like this guy's looking for something casual, why not? Get some casual, get some tea. And if you get that tea, don't hesitate to come running over to me with all of the stories. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below, you guys. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.